Hello there and welcome to Cansanity. Today we're going to talk about how to create a spray that will control powdery mildew on your cucumber and squash plants. So what I like to do is I use an old container, and I have actually marked it where the 1 gallon mark is on this plastic container, and I filled this container with 1 gallon of water. And then for my spray, what I use is 1 gallon of water, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of dish soap. Now, to control powdery mildew, you could just use the baking soda and the water. That would be enough. But I like to add the dish soap, because the dish soap will add a little bit of stickiness to this spray, which will mean that my spray will adhere better to my plants. And it also has the added advantage of killing soft-bodied insects and larvae. And so that would include aphids and some larvae of some beetles. And so that's the spray that I like to use. Now, the reason why baking soda works is that the powdery mildew will thrive in a neutral environment, let's say. By adding baking soda, you're changing the pH of the surface of the leaves. And so you're actually making the surface of the leaves more basic. And so powdery mildew, when it shows up on your plants, when you see it on the plants, it's going to create some spores. And so when those spores get released and they land on other leaves, if the leaf surface is basic, then the spores will not thrive. And so this spray will not kill off all your powdery mildew. Once you have it, it's there, it's around the plant, but it'll help control it. And so if you happen to have some really diseased leaves that have a lot of powder, and it's best if you can cut them off and dispose of them into the garbage can, because you don't want those spores to be released around your plants. But if it's just starting, and I'll show you what that looks like on my plants outside when we go out to spray, then this solution will help keep the powdery mildew under control, and it'll mean that your plants can grow for a much longer time and be healthy. Now, powdery mildew won't immediately kill your plants. It'll start to look diseased, and then if left unchecked, left without doing anything, eventually your plant will wither away and you'll want to haul it out. But it does take time for it to get to that point. So don't be stressed if you have powdery mildew on your plants, because you know what? It shows up every year on my plants. And so, you know, by using this spray, you'll just keep it in check, and then you'll get as much fruit as you could possibly get off that plant. Now, speaking of fruit, this spray, you can spray this when there's fruit on your plants. It's not going to harm them. And so that's why I like this combination of a spray, because you can put it on the plants when there's still some fruit on the plants. And so now when you mix up the solution, you want to put it into a container that will provide you with a fine mist. And so this is just one of the sprayers that I have that you can pick up at a store like TSC, or probably Lowe's carries them, or maybe even Canadian Tire. And so I'm going to mix up the solution, and then we're going to go outside and take a look at the plants, and then I'll show you how to spray. So I'm going to go ahead and make the spray. So I'm just adding the 1 tablespoon of baking soda to my 1 gallon of water. And now I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to shake that up. Oops, wrong lid. I'm going to put the lid on, and then I'm going to shake that up before I add the soap, dish soap. Okay, so now I'm going to shake this up. And the reason why I didn't add the dish soap when I added the baking soda is that if I added the dish soap then I'm just going to create a ton of suds, and I want to add that right away to my spray bottle. And so I don't want a big layer of suds. So I'm just going to give this a shake, and then we're going to add the dish soap. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to add the dish soap, and I just need 1 teaspoon. You don't want to do more than that because you don't want this to be really soapy. And so then I'll just mix that in like that. And now I will give that a stir rather than shake, just because, again, I don't want a bunch of suds on the top. I want, even just stirring it and getting some suds. Now, you could mix this up and then just leave it and let it settle. And then obviously the suds would go away. But now we're going to fill the container. Okay, so I'm just going to fill my container, and I don't have to fill this completely to the top because I know where I'm going to spray, and you can leave the solution that you've made in the plastic container that you actually combined everything, and just put the lid on it. That's not going to go bad. You can just refill your spray bottle with that solution. So now I'll just take off the funnel, and I'll put my top on, and then we'll go outside and we'll take a look at those cucumber plants, and I'll show you how to spray. Okay, so I'm standing outside by my cucumber plant, and I just want to show you what this looks like. So at this leaf here, you can just see the white spots just starting. So that's powdery mildew, and it's even less as you go up the trellis, up the plant. But this plant here, this leaf right here, this I'm going to cut right out because it has quite a lot of the powdery mildew on it. Now I can spray it. If you have a lot of leaves like that, I would just go ahead and spray it. But I hardly have any leaves that look this infected, so I will take out the ones that look like this. Okay, so I'm just about to spray the cucumber vines, but before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about this spray bottle. So I picked this up at the TSC for $20, and it's definitely worth the investment because it has a pump, and the pump is there so that you can add air and pressure to the canister so that you end up getting a fine mist. And so you just have to pump that up like 20 to 30 times, and then it creates the pressure, and then you're good to go and spray. Now if you're having a hard time finding one of these, then it's okay to pick up just a regular spray bottle. But if you pick those ones up at the dollar store, I'd suggest that you pick up several because they might break. And honestly, using one of those, it's going to take a lot of muscle to spray a vine that's as large as this. And so with having a canister like this, it has a button that you press and it just stays engaged, and so it's a lot less work for you if you get a container like this. And so now you ideally don't want to spray when it's windy. I should have gone a little earlier to do this video because when you spray when it's windy, some of the aerosol doesn't get onto the plant. And so ideally you want to get out when it's not windy. So I'm just going to demonstrate how easy it is once you have a canister like this. You're going to spray the tops of the leaves and under the leaves, and it's okay if you get some of the spray on the fruit and on the vine. It's not going to damage the plant. So you just demonstrate like this. See how easy that is to get in there and spray the plant. And so so you'll spray the tops and underneath, and I'll climb up my ladder and I'll do up to the top too. And you're going to use this spray once a week on your plants, and that should control your powdery mildew. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a great day.